Hey guys, Mr. Calvin here. We're looking at what is today? NTI day 9. Wow, it's day 9 already. Uh, Not that the days are flying by or anything, but we're already into the ninth day of this, and we're just going through 10 questions today. A lot easier than the last 2 days. And day 9 starts with inequalities. So let's jump in. Select all the values that are solutions to x is greater than or equal to -8. All right, so bigger or equal to -8. That would be all of the numbers over here. So all, it says select all. We got to pick all of the ones. So now -8.1 would be right there, so we don't want to pick that one. 8.1 would be over here, so definitely want to pick B. Want to pick C. And we want to pick D because it says or equal to. So B, C, and D. The only one you don't want to pick is A. So you got 3 that you want to select on that particular problem. All right, let's look at number 2. When graphing, do you use an open or a closed circle for this? You would use an open one for that because it doesn't have the or equal to underneath of it. So that one will be open. Number 3, when graphing, do you use an open or circle closed for this one? This one would be a closed circle because of the or equal to that's underneath. So that one would be a filled in or closed circle. They call it closed in this question set. All right, and number 4, which graph represents this inequality? So this is one where you want to find your border number. Okay, so 2x plus 3 equals 7. Treat it like it's equals. Go through your process of solving. 2x's are worth 4 since the plus 3 takes 3 away from the 7. And that means that x is 2. So you know that your border number is 2. And it looks like this particular problem has a mistake because it should be right here, 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 and here. But since all of them are the same mistake, I'm going to assume that the answer is going to be the shaded open one, which would be A or B because it's got a line underneath. So it's got to be A or B. And if we were treating these like they were 2, would it be greater than 2 or less than 2? Well, let's try out 0 and see what happens. If you put 0 in the place of, actually, since all of the numbers are, 0 is kind of like on the side of this, let's do a big number like 10. Let's try 10 out. 2 times 10 plus 3. Is that smaller than 7? 20 plus 3, is that smaller than 7? No, that's 23. So that's not true. So we don't want to shade toward numbers like 10. We probably want to shade toward numbers that I'm going to go with A on this one. And if that turns out to be wrong, this is just a bad question. My guess is that it's either A or B, though. So if A doesn't work for you, try B. Sorry, this one I don't think was a very good question set. I think there were some other mistakes that were made that others have pointed out to me already. So be ready for that. Watch the video if you get stuck. I apologize for this being not the greatest of videos or quizzes. You spend at least. Okay, the word at least means that you are at that number or greater. Okay, so at least 50 minutes practicing football every day. You spent 28 minutes practicing this morning. You want to practice twice as long in the afternoon. How long will you need to practice for? Okay, so you want to be at least 50 minutes, so that means you want to be greater or equal to 50. You did 28 in the morning, and then you want to add at least, what does it say? You want to practice twice as long in the afternoon. Don't think this is a very good question. I think this is where they were wanting to go, 2 times what you practiced in the morning plus what you practiced in the morning. But since what you practiced in the morning is already known, yeah, none of these really make that much sense. But I think they're probably leaning toward D. Not a very well written question. I apologize for that, but I think they're probably looking for D on that one. If that one doesn't turn out to be right, I don't know what they're thinking. But I think that's where they were going with number 5. I would say that's probably correct. Let's move on to the second half. Don't get stressed out about this one. This is obviously not the best choice of quizzes. And whoever wrote these questions does not do it for a living. All right, let's go on to another question. Let's go to number 6. Let me make this a little bit bigger so I have some space. And let's look at number 6. So this is just straight up solving. Hopefully they didn't screw this one up. So 10 minus 3x is less than 16. Let's go back and let's think of that as equals 16. Equals 16. So add your opposite to know that that 3 is negative. That's going to be a big thing. We take the 10 away over here that's positive by subtracting it. So if you subtract the 10 from the 16, you get 6. And what number times negative 3 will give you positive 6? That would be negative 2. So negative 2 is our border number, so that eliminates these two. And we just got to decide which side makes it work. So let's try out 0. Let's see what happens if we plug in 0. 10 minus 3 times 0, less than 16. 3 times 0 is 0. 10 minus nothing is still 10. Is that true? That's true. So that means 0 is an answer. So if you were going to graph this, you would have your border number at negative 2. 0 is a working answer, so your graph would look like that. And that is x is greater than or equal to negative 2. So that would be B for that one. All right. A lot of people might choose A on that and think that that's right, but it is B. If by some means that it says B is wrong, then this is a really bad assignment. I apologize. Okay. Just do what you got to do to get the answers right, I guess. But I think that B is going to work for you there. It should. All right, let's look at the next one. We got 84 minus 4x equals 52. Let's find the border number, and let's treat that 4x as if it was negative. All right, we've got to take 84 away from 52. Okay, so let's do that. 52 minus 84. They're adding 84, so we're going to take it away. That gives us a negative 32 on the side, and that's the worth of 4 negative x's. And what can you multiply negative 4 by to get negative 32? Well, just a regular old 8, because a positive times a negative would give us a negative. So our border number is 8, which was pretty clear from all along, right? Because all of them had 8 as an answer. We're going to eliminate this one and this one because you're not going to magically change or equal twos. We just got to figure out which side works, right? So 84 minus 4, let's put in a 0 for x. Let's see what happens. And it's less than or equal to, so 52. And let's see what happens here. 84, this is just all going to go away, right? Times 0. Is 84 less than 52? No, so don't shade towards 0. We want numbers that are away from 0, like numbers that are bigger than 8, like A. So your diagram would have looked like this. At 8, we're going to shade away from it. So it's greater than 8. Okay. And last couple of problems here. Which graph can represent x is greater than or equal to negative or positive 2? Well, none of them. But if this was a negative 2, which I'm guessing is what they were intending that to be, then the one that matches that would be D. Greater than negative 2 would be here. So I think there was just maybe a typo, or they had a graph that had negative 2s on it. I was like, I'm going to use it anyway, but I don't know. I don't know what the problem is there. Sorry about the poor quiz is. Remember, we picked this out in a rush, 2 weeks ago as we were figuring out we were going to do this. So it's just the way it turned out to be. Let's look at number 9. Penelope is going to the carnival to ride the rides. It costs, I'm going to do a tape diagram for this one. It costs $20 to get into the carnival, and ride tickets are 50 cents each. Write an equation if she can spend no more than 35. So 35 is like your total here. My cat is meowing very loudly and running crazy through the house. 20 of those dollars are to get in. And then you're going to split up 50 cents per ride. So 50 cents per X. So this is kind of your setup. And if you have $35 and you do not want to spend any more than that, no more, then that means that you want to be less or equal to 35. And so your setup should look like this of 0.5 times your rides plus 20. But I think Mason Whitaker sent this to me that they didn't have that as one of the options. So let's look and see what's close. This one's a big no-no. You're not going to take the 20 away because it's part of the price. It's not an equal thing. So it's not any of those. It's got to come down to one of these. And the one that has the X in the right place is A. So maybe that's the one they're going to count as right. And C looks good with your inequality, but it's got the X next to the 20. I think that C is the one that they count as right, but it's A or C. But the question's wrong. They should have 0.50x plus 20 is less than or equal to 35. So we're going to add our own answer choice in here, is what they should have. But it's going to be either one of these. I don't know. You can kind of guess and check. I haven't taken it specifically. I guess I could look and see, but I'll let you guys figure that out. I think the one that they choose is C, but I'm leaning toward that one just because they got the right inequality. That's all they were looking for. All right, limo driver. Let's wrap this thing up. Let's hope this one is actually done correctly. Needs to make money, no more than $450 a day. So 450 sounds like a total. No more, needs to make more than. So that means wants to be greater than that. But that's our total. He charges a rental fee of $375. So a lot of it is just $370 is from the rental, and then 85 cents per mile. So it would look like this as your setup. What inequality is, since it says make more than, you want to have greater than $450, and all this stuff added up to get there. So 375 plus the 85 cents X. That's what we're looking for. Let's hope that that is somewhere down here. It looks like it is A. So I think they probably got that one set up right. But sorry about number 9, and sorry about all the graphing mistakes that were on here. Give me a little bit of leniency, guys. It is kind of a weird time that we're in. There's your help video for today. This is day 9 of your NTI work, inequalities. Hope you find yourself doing well, and one more day this week, and we'll be done. So I hope you guys are keeping up with your assignments, and have a great day.